is here. No, she cried because she sees the writing on the wall. That's why she cried. There's no question in my mind. That's why she cried. They're acting really desperate, the two of them, her and Joe, on their podcast, like carrying on about the Bonnie and Clyde thing. And yeah, that's right. People are, there's some evil. Listen, there's no evil shit coming for you. There's no evil. Unfortunately, the people that have been suing and doing whatever, they're all speaking out. This has been going on for years, and you've been the Teflon Don. This time it's catching up to you. It's just catching up to you. Now, if it's not true, you'll prove it's not true. I don't think there's anything evil with the people that you owe 100 and something thousand for cement, or the other people that you didn't pay their. There's nothing evil about wanting your money that you did your work for. What's evil about it? What's so evil? I don't get it.
I agree with all of it. Now, first, she didn't just say it's her chosen family. I thought the really shady thing was when she says, you know, like, we love you all, everyone that's here, you know, everyone that we want to be here is here. I mean, girl, you're obviously talking about your brother and sending a message, but I mean, I agree with you. I think Melissa's crying because she knows it's over, but yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, watch every group scene from now until the end of the season. I think those are the most telling. Not the alone scene. We're gonna see Margaret and we're gonna see Melissa and Jackie, and we're not gonna see Jackie because she's a friend. She's been demoted, but we're gonna see Jennifer. But the group scenes, we are watching we are being told every group scene, you guys should pay attention. These are the people that are being fired. Like, the way it's being edited is just, this is happening before our eyes, guys. Like,
yes,
well, open your eyes and pay attention, right? I agree with you. Now, it's not going to be all about Danielle and Fuda in a group scene, but if you really look at the nuances, yeah, Melissa, girl, nobody cares. I mean, I don't think Melissa's dumb. I don't think Jennifer's dumb. I think the people that have been around know it, and they're just like, wow.
Yep. Yeah. No,
right?
I agree with you. And
this
like
really
I said,
is it.
And that's why she was crying. So let's.
And by the way, I want to just say one thing. They are acting crazy. I mean, on their podcast, they're saying like this whole thing about, like, they're doubling down, and Joe Gorgas posting on social media like, is it you? Or like, they're saying there's a dark, evil force that they can't even talk about, that they know it, that they haven't, like, they're implying they have investigators, and there's they know that someone is going out of, well, there's 8,000 Instagram accounts that like are targeting you. We talk about you. Then, I mean, like, no, there's no one dark, evil Darth Vader, Wizard of Oz pulling puppet strings that wakes up and they're spending millions of dollars, Teresa and Louis, to ruin you. That's not the case. I do believe so they're acting crazy, and it is trying to create this narrative. But like, even that, right, it seems desperate. Someone pointed out in my DMs, which they're like, well, you and Kim talk about this. I agree. I think on Melissa's podcast, she seems different. I think her Watch What Happens Live interview seems different. I just think they know. And I think Rinna knew. I think Rinna acted as crazy. Like, and of course you don't want to act too crazy, because there's always that chance you can keep the $1 million check, but this is not the way to play it, guys.
Nope. They overstepped by not going to the wedding.
They overplayed their hand.
They overplayed their hand, and it's really going to come crashing down. And again, there was never really a big storyline with them. There really wasn't, if you really look back. So, you know, I don't know. Like, I see a desperation, again, with the evil force and this and that. Like I said, nobody really cares that much. They really don't care that much.
It's not you, Kim?
No.
Are you the evil force?
Listen to me. I have been saying the truth for the past 10, 11 years, because I know different people. I told you that looked into my original Posh. His best man told me that he said to Joe Gorga, how do you sleep at night with what you do to people? As far as he goes, like a baby. I reported this years ago. It went right over everyone's head. Nobody cared. I just watched recently on the reunion, like Melissa and Joseph. Oh, we love Kim. Melissa don't love Kim. I watched this. I was like, at first I was like, oh, feeling bad. You know, they're saying they love it. When she went right along with Teresa, Tales of the Crypt, and saying in her confessional, they sold it at the below, whatever she called Posh. Like, excuse me,
Piece of
Posh
shit,
was,
core every day.
yeah, well, no, no, Melissa called when she said that Jackie brought her stuff to Posh and she brought it to that place. Like, hello, Posh by Kim D. Posh was an international name for a very long time, and we have beautiful things, a lot nicer than friggin' Envy. So, like, but she didn't have to do that. You know, she didn't have to talk like that, saying that whatever she said about my store, I didn't remember. And she brought it to that store. Well, what's wrong with that? What was wrong with bringing it to Posh? She had to bring it somewhere. You know, like, so I see all the shit she talked. Now, all of a sudden, she wants me to play nice because all of a sudden they love Kim D. No, that's not the way it works. It's not the way it works.
Well, there is this narrative that like that's out there that like now they're trying to go like after Jacqueline and Teresa, now they're going down the list. Like, okay, because she even said recently, did you see on Watch What Happens? And I feel very bad about Kathy and Rosie. Right. So they're now trying to go down the list and say, wait a second. So Jacqueline's checked off Teresa's list. And by the way, I think that is very organic. Like, I do believe listen, Teresa has no ulterior motive to go make up with Jacqueline Loretta. They're truly friends. They were friends before. And Teresa, again, I think Louis, which I think Louis has had a good influence on her. And he's like, we're not flying there to have a lunch with Jacqueline. We're going to be in her hometown. I mean, you've known this person for 10 years. And shouldn't you have in right? And I believe they didn't speak about it. Was like, you know how it is when you have a fight with someone, you pick right back up when that person.
1000%, because they were very close. They were very close.
But I believe the Gorgas are now looking. We have Kathy, Kim D, who else is on the carnage list? And so, you know, Rosie, don't be shocked if Teresa comes around too. But like, I mean, this isn't like your goal because everyone's worried about you that you're going to fall prey to becoming friend. Don't get too big on your britches over there, Kim, thinking you thinking who you are if you get a call from Teresa or Melissa.
No. Melissa's not going to call me.
Guys, we have to keep Kim in check a little bit around here sometimes.
No, they already put it out there. And I'm just saying, I don't think they hate me, but they don't love me. And I'm not going to forget about the things that she did on that stage when I walked on the stage and Ziggy goes, hi, Kim D. And thank God I was with, friends with Dolores and her. And she said some pretty nasty things and went along with what's crazy. I'm not going to repeat what Teresa said because what Teresa said on that stage, I could have sued her, and I didn't. I let it go. But the producers all call me, are you going to sue? Are you going to sue? Like, I'm not going to sue. I'm not going to.
I don't even know what she said. I'll have to go rewatch it.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. And I'm like, no, I'm not even going to go there. It was really stupid. But, it is what it is because they can't come up with anything else about me. So they had to make some crazy thing up and Melissa went along with it, so now Melissa, it's your turn, honey. Now what I'm saying is true. What you said wasn't true. It's your turn. It is what it is. You had to know what your husband's been doing. You live in the house where you get those notices when people are suing you. You get the mail. So
where there's smoke, there is fire. Just like with Tom Girardi. One thing happens and then we find out there's 800 things. Like, again, there is a 0% chance someone is going to come here, movers. I'm building a new house now, New York is there's 0% chance someone is going to say David Yontef did not pay me $1. Like,
right.
Because